everybody, it's video games. I'm Cerulean Crescent. And, yeah, some things are going on in my living room. It's pretty great. That is not relevant. What is relevant is we're playing Cerulean Crescent. And, previously, Ellery did a thing. Also, Morgana did a thing. Ellionhurst was sort of saved, and the House Heron's flying Fortress of Doom is sort of gone now. I say sort of because it clearly still exists, it's just never gonna fly again. So, yeah, here we are. It's the prologue. Oh wait, here we go, restart, just for the sake of everybody remembering where we are, because, yeah, it's been a couple days. I told you, Princess, I'm a master of stealth, and you didn't believe me. My brother's sons got real careless after my alleged death. Yes, I think that I was totally wrong. Really constantly. I have to be if I want to bring the freshest guns to eat. No, we shouldn't be in this, though. Can you get her out? On the Princess, I'll apply the universal lockpick. It's Princess? How are you here? They said you were already dead. Can I say, your Princess is too good at everything. Get out the cell. We're breaking out. My universal lockpick wasn't squad with the fallen Princess. I didn't think they found us. No matter. We'll just go south and sneak into one of the many tunnels of the catacombs. If both have been lost, it brings me no greater joy than to see you again. Love you too, though. So let's get a move on, eh? We can get all sappy. Alright! It's Princess time, boys! The Princess does not have a mini-portrait. A rebellious princess from this declining dynasty, a dear friend to me, one of the few people I devote my life to. She has a rapier and a lance reaver, she is a duelist, and she has a beast of fidelity. She has Plucker's gift, but she also has Dazzle. Opponents cannot counterattack this unit. Very cool. And yeah, her mood is being boosted by Plucker's gift. Her defense is not. I cannot see her growths. Oh wait, there they are. Pretty good. Pretty good all around, except for her defenses, which, Vince. Some chef the Princess knighted on the whim. I thought it was bizarre, but I am grateful for that choice now. Vince is Vince. What more needs to be said? And Ellery. Yours truly, prisoner awaiting execution. What a bloody awful series of events my life has been. So yeah, Ellery continues to be Ellery. She does have the Thumbyon. So, we good, right? Let's rumble. Actually, wait, no. This is stupid. Here. Axe this guy. We all know Vince is really a bow specialist, but hey, worth a try. Actually, no. I could have had the Princess use her Lance Reaver. Oh, well. I can do that now. Lance Reaver, baby. Wait, super effective? That did say super effective. Huh? Flip and double weapon triangle. Yeah, that should be super effective. Well, let's fuck on. Also, return to the escape feed. For that's in chapter 7. Okay, you are an occultist. I probably want the princess to be first. We can use the rapier for that, it's not a problem. Cool beans. Joke's on you, Mince's holding an axe. You don't get a huge damage from this, relatively. Sure, use the iron bow and do this. Alright, we are free of obstacles. Let's open the door. Was there always this much dungeon back here? Where did we go? It's a large place, though, right? Now, I don't remember exactly where those tunnels are. It's scary like this, princess. We're sure they're looking way out here this time. Okay. Clear condition, Ellery exits the dungeon. Can Ellery reach that guy? Yeah. Alright, Lance Reaver. Yeah, we're doing. Wait, you have Canto Plus and the music cut out. That's never a good sign. Might as well keep using the rapier. Can I pull Ellery over? Yeah. Alright, let's look around a bit. Whoa, it's dark. Oh, not anymore. Oh, here comes a guy. Okay, that's a big hit. The princess gets a counter crit. Very cool. I am told, by the way, that the princess's name is Willow. I believe that is revealed in the sequel, which is currently in development. Could be a pseudonym, though. I don't know the context too well. What I do know is Princess is doing like all the fighting. Alright, we probably don't want her to get too far ahead of Ellery here. They do have a B support. Okay, now it's over here. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oops, sorry. Princess, please get up! Ellery, keep running. No, I can't go further. All my precious skills of a trader, right here and all of them. Why do I still have the nagging sense that I've lost something important? Ellery's fate has been severed. Do not overwrite the save file if you wish to see the end of her tale. Make a separate save file. Okay. Endgame B. Unbroken cycle. So, that was abrupt. Chief, why are you napping here of all places? That's guard. Chief, feels like no one's called me that in ages. No idea what you mean, but our Sage Narisa calls for you. The past week has taken quite a toll on me. I ought not to be late to this negotiation. We're still for peace after all, isn't that what the defeated do? We may have scored a few victories, but without the element of surprise, future battles risk heavy casualties. Shame, I was hoping for a noble skull as a trophy. You surprised me, Chief, already. For a man capable of such devastating victory, I would assume you demand far more compensation than settled this dispute. I just want this conflict to be over. If that means letting your house go unpunished for its crimes, so be it. You've already paid enough of the price for our folly. There's a little more to add. Our flip shut apart by the next morning. The President will not be so merciful for a second transgression like Rosetta. Ensure your cronies do not set foot on the Crescent or sink our ships again. I understand. You're now in control of most of the Crescent, Chief Lord. An envious but dangerous position. The struggles will not end with our departure. Okay, I need water. How am I doing this? Piled up here. Pull this over here. And go like that, and I guess that's fine for now. That will be my business, Lady Rosetta. Has Instructor Charisse left for good? Yes, sir. She's rather displeased with your decision to abandon the Crescent. So be it. It's a madness to gamble and still have a merely a chance of victory. We have already lost far too much on this ill-thought-out plan which I approved. Do not weigh yourself down with it. Even if you did not approve of your father's plan, you would have forced it ahead anyways. Regardless, I must take responsibility as a current head of house here. Even if the start of my tenure is marked by an unprecedented disaster, I have many years ahead of me. Rest assured, Sir Sweetwell, I shall be house heir to a prosperous future, no matter what it takes. I will be sure to live long to see that future. You should have pushed up for more. It was obvious they did not want to continue this war any more than we did. Perhaps I could have, but I was overcome with the desire to have things quickly. The Green Lady's words are true, that you are now the guild's primary foe. The Ring shall see more conflict if we wish to maintain our position. I suppose I am too hopeful of trying to return to our peaceful life before this war. You are. There is no true time of peace, only a temporary ceasefire. And miss the freedom of not having responsibility. Narisa, watch out! Circle Assassin, who did not quite get the credit. Assassin! Defend the chieftain! Enemies have collapsed away behind us. Don't strike so soon. Damn it all, what is this? My stabs aren't functioning! There's something out there interfering with the very field of magic in this area. It's not just the guild, it's some of our own men. They're blockading us, demanding Chief Oran's head for their claims of having betrayed their ring. What is this nonsense? Is desiring peace a betrayal? Does Doom lead these villainous sycophants? It is Doom, our sage. May your flesh rot and your bones snap. I bandage your arm, but it's a deep wound requiring magical healing. We'll just have to push our way through and get more into safety. Good plan. This land tolerates no treachery to the ring. Grid believes she's simply using this, and now she shall unwittingly be the instrument of the ring's destruction. It really exemplifies the daftness of the ring we heads. Good plan, Guildmaster. Do I really need to be here? I have no idea how to use a ballista or lead a battle. I've always wanted to be more involved in the guild's business. I'm granting you that opportunity. I meant more in... Yes, sir. Cannibal, is the artifact in working order? Yes, stabs on lockdown, shortly. Good, we shall attend that. Oates, Mitchell, this battle is yours to see through. Bitch, you fought a battle before? Never in my life. Usually a half-decent approach or follow my way. Stand at the very rear and hope for the best. Sounds like a sound plan to any. Orin loses 4 max HP each turn. Stats are disabled on this map. Orin is confined to the wagon. With no weapon ranks, he is not going to be able to help anybody. Nerissa cannot use her staves. As for the rest of our units, yeah, we'll stick with the usual crew. But Nerissa is going to have to turn in all of her staffs. It will not be useful at all. We'll just load her up with our strongest tomes, Annihilate, Lingqi, sure, Luna. Yeah, Edict. And of course, Widewater. Okay, everybody is, well, Marlowe will probably be fine on his own. Everybody else should have a vulnerary. That might be easier said than done. Bust out the elixirs too. This is the end game. Zeal will be fine. Yeah, I think we'll probably be fine. Between Cholon, Marlowe, and their items, we'll probably be fine. Let's fight! Now is the time to be strong. This is the culmination of my journey. My sister asked me to lend her my strength, and I will prove myself. I didn't and still don't understand why the chief chose you as his successor over me. His own daughter. Your compromising ways weakened what Rin has always stood for. It is disgraceful me to use the guilt for my end, but you didn't have little choice. No hard feelings, Orin. I'm picking the winning side. I always come out on top. That is Orin's delegation, isn't it? Why are they skirmishing with the Ring's troops? I think I see the guild with them over in the distance. It's looking bad for him. I should have known the guild would make a move after negotiations, but so soon. And who could have turned Orin's own soldiers against him with such speed? What we do, Commander? I hope we leave quietly. You took off for the rest of our men, and kept them naked, but it's worth a try. Got it. You're coming with me. We're going to save the chief. But I was the one who voted to leave. Line produced. Alright. We don't have any plans here to the party. Let's see here. Alright. One shot. Good. Silver Blade, go! Actually, can I one shot with a Steel Blade? Yeah. Steel Blade, go! Potato? You too, huh, Potato? What is with that defense? You got some crazy defense, Potato. That scares me. Alright, maybe I... Oh, actually, here. Okay, that works. Sure, Crystal Bow. Luck doesn't even matter. Do I have to smash it? I do have to smash it. Not guess right. Take that. Thunderclap. Alright, Zio. Can't quite reach anybody. That's fine. Go on pain, go on pain. Sean, get in position to block some guys. And Oren will behind the lines. Okay. We have Inari and a generic Haldir from Frostfires. As a reminder, Inari doubles everybody. She also has Rapid Injector. It's a staff. I don't think it's going to be useful here. So let's fight. Okay, that's not good. That is very likely a hit. I think I'm going to stand here. Okay, missed. Good. Weapon triangle. Okay, here we go. Going after Zio as predicted. Ouch. Okay, Oren's in danger. But I mean, we do that. We do not have very much. We do not have a very long time to get into safety. And we don't have any way to refresh it either. Well, I guess I could have pulled the ball out but also, his con is still 13. Francisca could get it to safety, probably. Actually, yeah, she is a lot more mobile. You have to deal with all of these guys. There's time. Can I do something about you? Relatively. I can relatively do something about you here. Yeah, that works. How much gold can I pay you to shop? Rats, what good is picking a winning side if I die? Get out of here. Impending doom. Advance! Oh, that's you, Chops. Sure. Can I make breaking point Chops? Yeah, that's the right call. More thunderclap? Okay, Marlowe, you might have to be on Zeo duty. Or you might have to be on Orphan Rescue duty. Which means I should definitely watch where I put him, but at least he's more than maybe I could have loaded up the Marisa with all this siege troops I've been picking up. Inevitable fate. Prolonged pain. Alright, let's see who takes the Zeo bait. Okay. Calibu has a short axe, maybe I'll just park it back here. Where he can only get hit once. No, he can get hit twice. Okay, Rokita kind of ended up in the back somehow. Oh, right, you have a sword. Okay, I was hoping one of the mages would take the bait. Oh well. This is just a cutlass. Sound surprise! Does not matter. Against Zeo. We have some brigands over there. That's not paper. Yeah, that's what I wanted you to do. What am I doing? The facade of being a humble merchant is long faded. Oh, okay, you have a free staff. Good to know. Alright, I'm gonna have to take Oates out. Yeah. Okay, your Oates. You have a heavy ballista, but hopefully that won't matter. It might matter. Okay, wait. With a longbow, no. You can hit it there. God, I do not think I will be seeing combat. Kalugo's kind of stuck there. I can still Cho on to help. Well, no, not really. I can send Cho on to help next turn. After I move this guy with the spirit, yes. Oh, harvest. Alright, buddy, get cropped. Alright, buddy, get cropped. And sure, let's use the telescope. Getting on out of the way. Can I even hit you? Yeah, I'll hit you, I guess. Okay, that's what a crit looks like, I guess. Somebody has to smash it. This tile is... Yeah, keep using prolonged pain. Alright, Zio leveled up. Good level. Okay, if Francisca gets shot down, that's kind of a problem, but it's and you got the freeze, okay. Alright, Orin is still dying. Divine Mitchell! It just wanted to make money. Why? Unyielding spirit. I desire to mercantile career to escape from this. So my own actions have brought about this ironic effort to split through fate. Okay, Francisca has recovered. She's recovered from HP. South surprise this guy. Get statuses on 2 of the other guys. Yeah, that works. Okay, Unari can't actually get anybody though. Okay, can anybody actually hit that tile? You. Okay, Bado is, yeah. Okay, in that case, I'm just going to prolongate you. And just wait for something to happen. Yeah, you only have to smash it. I should get that deal with that. Perfect. Let's go. Not quite. Alright, breaking point it is. Whirlwind! Bonk. Ooh, you have advanced splitter. I'll get wrecked, I guess. Okay, cool. Okay, everyone's going after Paladin. I think Marlo's around. Oh dear. Okay, there goes Paladin. Meteor tone. Okay. You could be a problem. Oh dear. Ouch. Hey, punk disciple. Oh. Okay. It's that fools. Pawns, a lot of you. Well, rip Dune. Idiot. Pride in our bloodline. Could not foresee what we would downfall. Yeah, it's just attack the Uber Archer at 2 range there, dude. Very smart. Okay, we need a Marlow-shaped intervention here. Can I slice her? No. So I'll go you. And let's just hit some rando with fate. Okay. Marlo, your time to shine. 43% to hit? Really? This one's a 73. Alright, let's hope for a Thoron hit, I guess. Otherwise, we just lose. Wait, why did Marlo get it? Oh wait, no, he didn't get it. I thought. Alright, we're fine. Okay, Romija gets healed. That gets healed. Meteor guy gets taken down. Alright, you know what? Screw you, Talon. Get out of here. This is no duel between honored fighters. This is merely a bloody fight to survive. God! Strength. Am I not strong enough for what's inevitable? Okay, cool. Yeah, I can't staff with him already. Okay, shoot. How much danger is... Oh. Okay, that's not good. I just left Marlo totally undefended. Oh wait, I could have salvaged that. Alright, well, let's see if this guy goes for the kill, I guess, because I can't save Marlo. He's going after that guy instead. Well, that's good for me. And Francisco's weekend. Okay, Marlo is seriously hurting. You just relax. Sure, we'll keep you there. Nari can get this kill. Okay, now we just gotta deal with these guys. Here, have a Chikonu. back away. These guys, yeah, none of these guys should move. Alright, I think we only need to take out this one though. Marlo's done his job. Okay, that is weakened. Let's hail strike you. This guy. Okay, I think that reversed the weakened status. Okay, the way is clear. Victory! Lawrence through, the rest of you, make haste! I can't thank you enough. You owe no allegiance to a Rin, you arrived in our time of need. Lauren and I go far back, it's the least I can do. I can see why my husband spoke so highly of you. Unfortunately, this is where we must part ways. Leave in the present. To abandon the Rin. What would Lauren think of this? We've done all we can for that town, yet the Rin disappoints us again and again. Even if Orin holds any remaining attachment, I will not allow him to head back into danger. Instead, I see. In the Crescent, you understand what may become of it. It's not too late for you to jump ship yourself, right? What now, Lord? Wants to even stand alone. They broke it through. Orin's delayed death is inconsequential compared to Rin's dismemberment. All our major rivals have been destroyed. House Heron is no longer in any position to control us. A golden era comes to Ewan's arm, and grateful to see it arrive in my lifetime. I would like to return to work. Allow me some time to ramble, Cannibal. It's a necessary part of growing old. Not for me. Taste of victory. 2 years in this place searching fruitlessly. Even now, I can't bring myself to believe Ellery died silent. She must be hiding somewhere, biding her time. Surely. You rushed all the way back to Elunzaro to see the invasion already at its end. I don't recall why we need to return with such haste. We sailed all this way. You didn't exert yourself at all. I had to raise the sails when it stands. I suppose this is a better outcome than I would have predicted. House Heron has retreated, most of the Crescent is still standing. Lost. Absurd. Parented so low it is this impossible thread. It was immediately pulled apart by an internal struggle. I knew Chief Owen couldn't move things carefully. Didn't have the same brutality of his predecessors. It must be in such a mess right now. I intend to head back there to help sort things out, I suppose. I won't let the guild dominate the Crescent. I thought you believed the politics of the Crescent are beyond us. The Rin is still my own town. I will idly will stand by and we'll get away with what we've done. Even with the tide still out there, I'm giving up on the source. I can no longer hide behind the veil of neutrality when Freya speaks her mind. The search for the time can wait for another day, another adventure. Another reason for most. Not much else for me to do with Marina. It's pretty good here. Captain Tower, I thought about this last night and came to a decision. I intend to settle in Arena and leave the traveling life behind. We were planning on the scene. After all, it's been for adventures with Cholan dead. Well, Cholan's not dead! Oh, fantastic. I had a whole farewell speech prepared and everything. Also, spoilers, Oriana. Before 2.0, this whole sequence was supposed to take place after Oriana's endgame. It got swapped for pacing reasons. I guess that line was overlooked. Glad I no longer need to use it. I'll miss your cooking. All your miscellaneous positive attributes. That's what I will say. I love my miscellaneous positive attributes. Why arrangements? Just for familiarity. It was a friendly place, and Ellery's there too. We came here together, and it feels right to stay with her. It's a tragedy she was lost to us far too soon. I think she'd be happy to see how far you've come with us. Share the makings of a competent captain. She left behind so many unfulfilled dreams. Hopefully she can rest easier. Tom, has this situation gotten any better? Everyone's still running around like headless chickens. From what I hear, the chief and Arch think you're gone for good. What about that one guard captain person? Isn't she next in line? Well, that's what I was going with the report. Killed in her sleep just last night. Glad we kept to ourselves too much of the targets. Camelo, Lindros, glad you two are doing fine. Again, welcome. Be careful out there, even the guard captain knows. I've heard the news. It's a sad way for such a strong warrior to go. I don't know how long the chaos will go on, but if the people will give us a time to let it. Need this uncertainty. Indeed, all this chaos must end. No, Lindros, you support me to become Marin's new chief? You're still young. How could Marin accept you as chief? Don't let that stop me. I served with Marin under Chief Warren's guidance. I won battles against House Heron. I can lean on the names of my mother and grandmother. More importantly, I can burn challengers to a crisp. But I need support. You two were in the Chief's confidence for some time. Your word means a good deal. It is not just a question of strength. Are you sure you want such responsibility? Are you willing to make this commitment? I am. I'm no simple-minded youth. You're both good friends of Mother, and I trust you more than all others. Once I'm chief, you'll be able to continue projects as with Orin, even in these tougher times. You understand how to immediately get my interest. Lynn, don't be hasty. Pretty, even if you manage to become chief, it will put you in more danger. The only winner of this war is going to deal with they want to really go on. If House Heron ever decides to come back, we can totally. Even with that, the ring has been my home and my family's home all these years. I would put my life on the line to defend it. We're better than Ed's forefront. Convince me. She's Oriana's daughter and a dragon to you. You have no need to play the patronizing role. If you're committed to the idea, then all you can do is give me my full support. Thank you. Let's do this. Let's save her in. What in heaven's name happened to my story? My main character? Why is Orin suddenly important when he was some nobody? Has the years of isolation finally taken its toll on my mind? The weird ending! Well, one of two weird endings. And yeah, just back to the title screen. The protagonist, what did you expect? Alright, let's not get the princess killed in Dream's face, shall we? Alright, Prison Break, take 2. Let's go. Let's read for this fool. King's Knight. Another dog to his front, serving a master who deserves his honor. Okay, we probably don't want this guy anywhere. So, here, have a look here. Alright. Now I'll stick with this. Oh, Ellery has a key staff, okay. Alright, so yeah, there are, I believe, 3 different loss conditions in this chapter that lead to an unbroken cycle. 1, you let the princess die. 2, you let Ellery die. 3, something's coming. Oh wait, that's not right. Oops. Okay, I believe we want to go south. Like, along this way, perhaps. You have a silver lens, okay. Let's find apartments here then. No, it's not. There's no apartments. Nice crit! Okay. Alright, what are we doing? Do not park Ellery next to this guy. We can go like that, I guess. But yeah, Princess is going to be carrying the party. We just gotta make sure she's not in actual danger. What is this? It's a warrior. Okay. Wasn't quite sure what that silhouette was. Here, let's get an inspeed up. There's a boss down there. Okay. Shiver ran down my spine just now. Princess, do you feel like something's off? I know these patches is like the back of my hand. We'll be out here in no time. It's not quite what I mean. I don't know. It's just not right. Don't be so worried, my dear Ellery. With our pace and our massive head start, we'll be on the seas before Maurice and his cronies even have a chance to notice. Alright, you know best. Segarados. Prince Jeziel's only remotely competent subordinate, yet he is but an obsolete relic of times past, much like Jeziel. What are you doing here? And, what weapon does he have? That's a dangerous guy that would have just waiting there for us. Wisp is here. Look familiar? Yeah. So this is the Dream Princess, and this is the ghost of the real princess here to help bail Ellery out. And she is going to do that by stealing her lance. Oh, Wisp didn't, I thought I gave Wisp some stuff. Okay. Okay, sure. You have a silver lance, okay, so you're fine where you are. There's the exit. Oh, she's in ghost form. Okay, that's right. That's why she did. That's why she's not doing anything. Chicken and beef, or foul play. Yeah, third loss condition, Plucker catches up with Ellery. we only need to get Ellery out of here though, so sword. And Ellery escapes down the stairs. It's as dark as ink in here. Princess, you wouldn't have forgotten the lamp, right? Princess? What is... It's not right. Chapter 71, The Picnic. This is one of the most foolhardy things you made us do. Track to some isolated village on our lonesome and then getting lost. How can you investigate potential corruption without committing a secret? Being lost is my fault, but my defense's man is totally tried. If you really wanted to know why records weren't matching up, you should have just sent one of the guards with your command. See, Ellery actually has common sense. Ellery always agrees with you. Besides, it's secret investigation more exciting than that. Get lessons with whatever you know the ladies do. Whatever you know the ladies do, Princess explained that. I always have far more important matters to attend to, like conducting investigations. Okay, I did bring this upon myself, but I thought we'd leave her by evening at the latest. This investigation better bear fruit, or else I won't let you forget it. Even if the investigation is lost, we can still enjoy the peaceful environment. The picnic is beautiful, that is. Let's focus hard again. We are really not going to camp out in the wild. So being exposed to the wind always makes me feel more tired. I'm more thinking about being eaten by wild animals, but that is also a consideration. Look over there, torchlight. Good night's sleep is saved. Or not. This is no longer a village. Censuses are hardly accurate, but it still painted a picture of a healthy village of this abandoned room. So look been delivering complete fabrications. I don't have his head. This is no mere temporary abandonment. These houses have decayed for years. Why spend so much effort covering this up? It has to be more nefarious than simple incompetence. Usually seem a little lost. Soldiers here? Identify yourselves. What have you done with this village? They were worked to death in the mines years ago. You're a little late. This tremendous acts have happened so close to the capital. A secret mine? Gold, salt, iron? This explains the cover-up. Idiot, why did you reveal that? Well, we ain't letting any of them go anyways. I suggest you think twice. Before you is the princess and two ladies of House Harry. Don't matter what your identities are with the color of your faces. Boys! We got some more wolf bait tonight! See, I was right. If we just send a messenger, they just end up dead. As opposed to us, surrounded as we are. And more than a match for even a dozen armed men. Well, they have more than that, but give or take a few dozen. I've never been more glad you not have slacked off on our training. I meant for this to be a surprise gift at the picnic, but now's a more apt time. This is fine of a lance for me. I was never any good at fighting. That's not a bad time to learn, cousin. Rose and I will clear the way. You just focus on making it onto the roads. Instead, take my chance on open ground compared to their neck of the woods. Funyon! Ellery exits. Here's Wisp again. Alright. Yours truly, a lowly bureaucrat in the Imperial Administration, still doing grunt work, but no doubt I'll rise up the ranks. As harsh as those years in House Harry were, I'm beyond grateful to have a true friend to share the struggles with. Of course, we all know how that turned out. Okay, so Rosetta still has charm. She also has B ranks with Ellery the Princess. villains, your crime spree shall come to an end, for you face the allies of justice. Allies of justice? Is he delusional or just exceptionally stupid? What about the fact that the world just changed? Rosetta, you don't have never stand alone. What was that? Also, yeah, now we're in Aberdeen. Somehow. Circle, Blaine's band. Wait. Okay, Ellery doesn't have the heal staff. Us civilians of Rin have your back, brave adventurers. These pirate sages won't step another foot into our town. Princess, this is bizarre. What is happening? We can ask them later. For now, I'm just glad we have reinforcements. Here's the matron. One of the leaders of the deadliest groups of assassins this side of the Crescent, so I assume. Everyone around with kindness and loved by his residents. Prominent smuggler making some good cash baiting spice sauce, his reputation stretches the mainland. Where's potato areas? Here. Wisp gets the Fungion. name? Those are monsters! I think we stumbled onto little more than a bandit base. If they all die here, feel free to run me. But before that though, let's get through this. Are you two not seeing the world warp before your eyes? There are no messages for this menu item. Artificial beings built for the war effort. Great replacement for cannon fodder, but aren't very good at following orders. Here comes the thunderstorm. If I lose connection, you guys know why, I guess. That's not good. Who's that? Okay, Rosetta is really coming in clutch. Alright, thanks, Rosetta. Oh, you're Sequoia. Very unfortunate man that deserves everything he gets. Whoa! Okay. That was a... No, it wasn't a power outage, but it was a flicker. It's a good thing I have a UPS. Yeah, stuff is falling on the power lines, I think. That's not good. Oh wait, I could have too reached that. Now Wisp is danger for return. Oops. Okay, yeah, get rid of you because you have a Shadows. Alright, our goal remains the same. But yeah, the shadows are going to make things a little hard for our friends here. What is your level? You're level 8. Princess should be able to do things. Let's make sure we don't lose this. Here comes Clucker again. Oop, there goes a matron. There goes Potato. Okay, we just need to clear this circle out of the way. There. Shove. Shove. Ellery can't quite escape this turn, but next turn. Okay, yeah, I gave Funny on kills. And yeah, these shadows are invincible. Chops. Escape. What is all of this? I can't think. My skull feels like it's split. Get me out of here. Chapter. Can't be true, it can't. Mother would never abandon me. I want to be alone. Ellery! That is... My most sincere apologies for this disruption, Your Highness. I will have her removed at once. There's no need for that. I can use someone my own age to talk to. Hey, but you can call me... What's your name? Thank you. Drowning in memories. Everything is still muddled up. How long will this clarity last? Can I really do that? It's not real. It won't hurt. Is any of this real? I don't know. It's still... clunked out. My brilliant mind needs rest. Notice something a little different about me? My face? What do you mean?
It's phone! It's spam! It's Third Sanctuary by Toby Fox. Very good ringtone.
Not really. I guess I always wondered why you never wore an eye patch. I didn't get dragged out there when I was to hear this nonsense. I'm going back to sleep. He's always cranky past midnight. Sorry for waking you too. Get some rest. If you need some help... If you need some help sleeping, I've here I've got potions. Some potions that can knock you out. Unless I look more intimidating this way. I don't need my patch. Captain, you... I'm sorry. Sorry for what? All things considered, I got off easy thanks to your advice. It wasn't advice. I just panicked and did something really stupid. We're both still here. What an enlightening experience. I thought I knew better than to deal with the unknown. I think it knows when we're helpless to its offer, but it still obeys its own rules. I was so dedicated to my delusions of quick vengeance and gambled up far too much. Was your temptation the same? I thought they could make me powerful, enough to fight back. I couldn't. I was a whimpering child. I was too weak to do anything. All I could do was hurt myself. If anything, we're strong for making through all of it with your own strength. We've overcome our struggles. We're free from its influence, aren't we? Yes, we are, Chieftain. At least I can look forward to a good night's rest with this empty socket still throbs. 26X, Hunter's Hollow 2.
Okay, so I missed the side quests in both chapters 21 and 22, so I guess we'll see what happens here.
I should have known a green tide would not hit a single location. So many casualties. I see faces I recognize from a visit days ago. This is the ideal outcome of ground. Lives may have been tragically lost, but the sect and the adventurers were able to hold Hunter's Hollow balance. The same cannot be said for Hellhurst. Master Tower speaks truth. I mourn for the fallen, but our victory is magnificent. Magnificent victory, you say? I do have another thing I want to ask. Ask away, Captain Brown. These bodies may have been cut up with blades, but why was the true cause of death dark magic? What? This can't be. See for yourself. I have enough experience with magic to recognize the difference. I can explain, Captain. During the siege, we discovered many of this settlement were heretical god worshippers. We had to put them down for foul rituals to empower our foes. I see two problems. The first is that you did try to cover up the fact that you killed them. Why go out of your way to do this unless there was the express need to hide guilt? The second is that this worship was purely traditional and held no magical power. Can you say that is not true, Tower? You were always sensitive to these matters. Master Tower, you understand, do you not? I sense no divine energy, but Orion, this killing is motivated by malice. This is all that I need to know. Senior brother, go! I understand why Archsage Teresa made her deal with the sect, but the sect do not need to be empowered by warp technology. Oriana, what are you doing? Think before you act. I am thinking that we should deliver coastal justice. I shall hunt down the escaping. Shearwaters, kill the rest! Did you? I know how wars work. There were only so many directions to try. We did not get far. Oriana, their lives were not for you to so callously take. You were an adventurer, not some vigilante. You saw what they did. The elder, the priestess, the people we talked to, all slain. It was not cruelty which gave rise to such bloodshed. The disciples were always taught to fear and loathe the faithful. Given the stress of the invasion and possible imminent doom, it is not unexpected to return to such actions out of fear. I am not here to undertake an exact analysis of their train of thought. All I care about is what I see before me. They still put their lives on the line for this town. And then they turned on those they were supposed to save. Tower, I understand your reaction. Your connection with the sect and its members cannot be severed.
But they were undeserving of mercy. We were driven to action by emotion as a leader should never be. And as my rage cools, I still would have done the same. Let's bury all these bodies before the sun sets. Put away some items. Let's see, was there anything else we picked up that should be going to? We are keeping Maurice around. Yeah, we're doing this. What else? Joyful Joe's supposed to be in the party. I don't think I need. No, I'm not using Joyful Joe. Or Empress for that matter. Incredible. Who keeps dropping swords here? Another wind sword. About me, sister. Let's ask about you. Why don't you ask about me? There's all that business with the chief. She's giving you a hard time. She's getting more difficult to deal with more much of frustration. You don't have to follow her orders. Now the green tide speed, you can go straight back to the ring. Tell him, if I could, I would have already, but her orders are not so easily defied. Are we not the proud of my Iron Smith bloodline? She can simply order you around like this. You're merely one of those prominent families while the chief in his recent victory sees her support being an impossible fight. If we have to challenge her, we can. I've grown stronger, far stronger. We both fought in the Seahawks. Do you think our lances can match all of them? I wanted to be as strong as but it's not been able to help. All I've done is cause problems for you and everyone else. Ridiculous. The chief that is currently riding her renowned in battle, her reputation will not always be so stellar. You have to give it time to help. Strength is important, but none of the using is key. I'm willing to help you, and it's all that you need. Keep on looking forward to it. No doubt I'll be next week. I will be ready. I saw dudes send me running faster than right up the green line. Some nonsense about loyalty to a written Iron Smith bloodline. Enough about that. I knew you were not content to follow your Emperor's shadow. Thus I offer a partnership with the king. As I see it, you're little more than a puppet with the strings cut. The hands of your king have had little influence upon the president. I may be temporarily down on resources, but none are as familiar with Ellery's weaknesses as I am. And yet, Ellery has beaten you time and time again. Why should I trust that you are competent enough? If this is not my finest hour, I have no doubt his finest. I have a counteroffer. You see, Oriana and her married man may have promised you safe departure, but I'm bound by no such promise. Now, I have no reason to see Ellery get her way, but I might if you can give me an incentive. You need to extort me when I have nothing? So a chance someone as slippery as you doesn't have status. Or those explosive viewers have found as well. Take your time. Oh right, I should sell all the aged wine that Caliber isn't making. I need talent or taste rather. Power keeps flickering. Oh yeah, I have rice in this one. I'm going to use on somebody. It's not going to be for nothing, of course, but... Here, Anna, I have stuff to sell you. Cool. Okay, let's take stock of our inventory. Magic swords for Oriana, of course, the killing, yes. It's time to bust out the Quolon. Oriana doesn't exactly need a second sanctuary. So I'll give her an Umbral Edge. Oh, what else? We don't have any to slashes. That's like Max Reaver. There's our spare Fungon that was polluted. At least I think that's the spare. We got another arcane. Okay, we're good on this. We have enough stabs, probably. We got 2 wave stabs. That's great. We probably have enough light tones now. Dark tones are fine. Okay, everything's fine. Alright, Umbral Edge for Oriana. Was it merely something wearing his shape? If you had not tempted him, this would not have happened. Who declares Ascension a failure when your own was nothing like it? It's been thousands of years since the last. There is no reliable accounts of the event. That cannot be true Ascension. The ancient scratchings always refer to Ascension as transcendence, not erasure. One who preaches about overcoming the self with it. Perhaps the shadow is merely part of the process that must be discarded. That shadow granted us each a powerful gift. If that was the part that was discarded, I fear what ascended. You were merely envious that your disciple walked further than you did in mere months. Why do you not join it if you were so ready to ascend? It would have been a breach of honor to take an opportunity for which you were a guest. But why? You would never care about honor if you were You're no different from me. I lost the spirit to ascend upon my past failure. You do not try because you fear them. You fear failure. You insist that Yoga has succeeded as you fear there is no chance of success. See swagging your tongue concludes it. You're not claiming no immediate present here because you were my master. Your indignation will be with the best. Where does this lead us? Still condemned to a slow, inevitable death of the world. Desperado, little less of occupier time, especially some of the successful occupations that continue to join the crowd. I've become so embroiled by failure these harsh feelings that even small affirmations continue to raise my spirits. Your talents that relieve accommodates influence and spread. It's a far cry from your early days of death and desperation, the size of the shift. I realized that it was not the world that should change to suit me, but me. I once thought of Arabia as a barbaric place to not understand my vengeance, forgetting that while many misjudge me for failure, I am prone to the same. I need to understand Arabia, not rely on perceived So I was saying, why not put my vitality in my oxygen for goodness? Because there were more people who followed me than I do not pretend to be selfless. I only want what's best for me. That best involves me taking up my vote for the president, and I shall. Blowball. It's another common soldier driven mad to my presence wrath. Think you know suffering. Life is far too easy around here. Only talk to me once you got the taste of true misery. It's been a very long time since our first meeting. Have you forgotten? Am I missing something? We aren't familiar with each other. It's not very polite to forget the generous one who gave you that ring. That was you. You were covered from head to toe. I didn't know what you looked like. Unless I didn't miss my details like that. Why are we having this conversation now instead of a few months back? This tale needs attention. It would be a shame if I didn't close off this time. We're quite disappointed in this. We also never used your newfound powers of teleportation until now. Why would I need to draw attention to myself when my life is already so good? No ambition at all. Don't you want to know why I get to do that ring? Not really. I'm happy not knowing these things. You can have a ring back. Keep the ring. Just let it drop the block of you. Another non-protagonist. Hello. Hello, my name is Helson. I'm applying for a position of strategist within Sheer. I wasn't under the impression we were looking for one. Do you have one? Well, no, but I'm also running a group here with one of them. I think you don't need a strategist, but if you're assigned to need a strategist. Here's a list of all my qualifications. With top honors from the University of Canada. The very best in my class, and even wearing the medals I won. I worked for 2 years as a town crier, and then another 2 at a pawn shop. If you had a family in important places, they're an outstanding performance. That's not entering the Imperial military as well as any important job in the cabinet. However, the skills and experience I picked up in all those years are very transferable. Interesting. I'm looking for combat skills. What are your favorite weapon types? The weapon I need is my mind. I'm afraid it's sharper than any. Your experience theorizing about large-scale battles here at school. But I'm certain if that's a little impressive or skirmishes with short, bloody, and very up-close and personal. There is no certain chance where you don't need strategists, whether your army is big or small. I need to get my name out there so people take me seriously. We can afford to change strategies at a bargain price. That's what we both need. 2,000 gold for the next journey. Hire Helson for 2,000 gold? Yes! I will take you into my group, but you know what you're signing up for. I just answered review information about your current operations. And you should know we're headed into the center of the devouring woods, where we'll be fighting most of the mindless monsters that we've seen in the I'm used to the prospect of planning around enemies which don't think, but most of my adversaries seem to be guilty of the same, so it is no issue. If you understand the risks, then I have little else to say but welcome to the crew. Please hand over all your relevant information for you to examine. Helson joins the party! She is a tactician. No combat ability at all. She comes from a light room. That's nice. But look at this array of skills. Fast talker, 2 actions every turn, so she can refresh and rally on the same turn. And yeah, that is Rally Spectra. All allies in 2 tiles. Helson is amazing, even though she's the last unit we ever get. Yeah, she does have passive buffs to all adjacent allies. It's quite nice. She has growths, but like she's never going to gain any levels. Also, 4 leadership stars is not bad, I guess. Self-proclaimed strategist holding the gold off 5 without the leader. Masters of the battlefield, their fearless minds bring armies to ruin. That's what they claim on the resume list. But yeah, Helson, really good unit, even though she can't fight. She's another refresher. What more could you want? Here are the Frostfires. Captain. Welcome to our shop. We loot all the corpses. Wow. We've imported quality goods to assist in the efforts of adventurers. Our normal price is 50% markup, but just for you, we can get rid of that. Are these quality goods supposed to be covered in blood and crime? Yes, there was a minor incident while transport. Yeah, we just looted these adventurers monsters. Commander and Ari would have our island games. They were fighting their fights, so they used to pay for them. I'm particularly enthused about this. There's no on race for lives today. I'll see what let's see. Variance Folly. Yeah, let's buy a Variance Folly. What else? Blizzard 3 to 5 range. That's not worth. Let's check our stats, I guess. We could use a heal one. Or, no, let's get a 4 to 5. Okay. Tower is probably going to be able to use that. I think we're good on everything else. Alright, and yeah, we got nothing about the side quests. Let's just check this one off here. Okay. Alright, we're good to proceed. Please. What moved me up? Must be still digesting out of my mind. Mince now has Provoke. We get that by finishing the chicken guide. Secmaster and I set out for the Crescent with clear truth. Years have followed compromise after compromise. I am now old and decrepit with my lifelong work and reputation all around. I do not but watch as the sun crumbles from my goodness. My daughter-in-law slaughters my former brethren for her own justice. May have my granddaughter. Really content with just this. Something more, some other way I can influence the world before my time runs short. We came to this town as heroes and now we live in destruction. We only heard the successful venture into the great event will make up for us. I feel this is an expedition like their very last on the Crescent. Merely managed to deliver this Endgame A. Legendary foe. The Devouring Woods, an aptly named place where adventurers go to die on the promise of sacks of gold and artifacts. Yes, I've never been there, and no, I'm not going. Writing this guidebook is a hobby, that's something again. Basil's Guide to the Cerulean Crescent. Let's go. Nothing. As empty as a noble promise. I also found nothing. I'm weary. This has to be an ambush. It's already made me meticulously scour this entire area. Why waste more time? That shouldn't mean we are good to enter, but I can't stop being worried. It is said a wise tactician once emptied out before the scared his foe in retreat. But we're talking about actual monsters here. You know, there is an intelligent mind at work behind this. The god. If one of the old gods still lives, why would they lay dormant in some cave with grassy humanity from afar? Gods are twisted and erratic creatures. If you don't like it, there is little more we can do instead of descend. We don't need to do this. The green tide is done. They're all heroes. Let's leave. We should see Coleman and shut up and get to work. Somehow downstairs is also empty. This is more stressful than for mornings. Perhaps this final corner of the facility may hold some clues. Or in plain con, will instead leave an unsolvable mystery. You know exactly how to cheer. That is a person. Cue observation around. Name yourself, unless you wish to be put down like a beast. Impossible. That's... I don't know his name, but he's the one who keeps coming back. That one? Curious. Answer me. What wretched bargains have you made to achieve this unnatural unlife? Bargain? There was no bargain. I am a god. who were claiming to be a god. I see it now. Every death, every failure was a trial. My body was broken down, my mind was broken down, my soul was broken down. Everything was broken down to be reforged, reassembled, and reborn. I have overcome every trial to achieve divinity. If repeated failure was a catalyst for godhood, we'd have a world full of it. Finch cannot understand the ways of a condor. Why is it not Ellery who stands before me, but her cronies? But Ellery's territory is on the other side of the crescent. But then my monsters have yet to travel far enough. She will come. You were behind us. You tried to destroy the eastern coast just to bait out Ellery. All those lives just for this one purpose? Only a blink in the eyes of a god. If you were truly a god as you claim, I'm sure you've had more sensible methods than whatever this mess of a plan is. It is right for a mortal to come forth before a god, not the other way around. This is absurd. Weren't you shouting about justice, about avenging your friends? Friends, their purpose was to only serve as a trial during my first incarnation. You're trying to get a crumb of logic from a raving lunatic. Unfortunately for you, blindfold, your supposed godhood has not made you worthy of Ellery's notice. What's mad is this world that has allowed Ellery to prosper. I shall correct this madness, starting with all of you. Defeat Blade! Alright. Is this what we got? No tower? No. No Joe. Tower? Ah, shoot. I gotta decide between Mari. Yeah, we don't have any healers around the side. We have to show on for passive healing. Alright, gotta decide between Maurice and Helicent. Well, Helicent is obviously coming to this. Is this how I'm doing this? I think I'm going to swap out Tower's heal stat for Fortify. Or no, not Fortify. Wait. Total range, magic plus 5 here. It's good enough. We're probably fine on everything else, although this is a long chapter. Alright. Okay, this is how this is going to be. I initially plan to include Maurice, but Cholon is our only healer right now if I leave out Tower. So, yeah, Tower is staying, Maurice is going. He has 80 strength, pretty high, or 80 HP, high strength, pretty high defenses. He has a steel blade, of course he has a steel blade. We can probably just end him right now with Vermilion. After I have Cholon buffed in. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's begin. Any last words for my least favorite recurring villain? Give me a good one. You! I change my mind. You're not making a good story. Too boring, no motivation. Oh yeah, Vermilion did go through balls. That will kill. god! How can you kill a god? Is all my suffering completely meaningless? Do I only exist to be an obstacle in another's tale? We both agree there's no chance this idiot was a mastermind, right? If he was a god, then I'd be the next outlaw. Of course he isn't. There has to be some significance to him being in this room. Take a look around. I see walls and the floor. One wall, anyways. That's some kind of switch. Must be important to be personally guarded. Let's see. Force, down, position. Impressive. Last I checked, you were down at the best. Let me throw me a treatise on ancient rings. I've spent the past few months studying it. I'm surprised. He just doesn't seem to kind of write anything off with his eyes. If I could guess, he'd probably feel guilty about what he'd spilled out. Let's convince everyone of the merits of the descent into darkness. This is a terrible idea. You're telling us to drop into a dark pit to our deaths. Only Ellis knows what's down there. What we do know is we've just beaten back the Green Tide, and Bird City is the least defended it has ever been. You're asking us to gamble our lives on that assumption. What if they still have legions of undead underground? Thank you, someone with common sense. I don't know how you convince the others. If you had not gambled your life, then you gambled with Frosthaven's future. Once more waves start the Crescent, you'll regret not taking this chance. I've always hated gambling. So it's better to gamble on the present than the unknown future. Not you two. Will my opinion be acknowledged? Should be taken into account, but with little waiting. I asked that I at least share in the spoils. I thought you didn't need gold being the king's footstool. Captain Oriana, can you find it within your heart to deny me compensation beyond the mere promise of safety? I can. You shall be compensated fairly, and so stingy to not reward such a service to the Crescent. No sense in doing that before we're as prepared as we can be. Totem to banish darkness, the rest of Maurice's explosives. Maybe that was a dangerous choice in such a tight space. The elevator operates once an allied unit stands on the switch. This only occurs once all allies are on the platform and no threats are made. Any enemy that destroys one of the explosive crates instantly dies. Totem! It has a physics stack. Good to have on hand. Alright. Where are my columns? Alright, here we go! Everyone on the elevator. Rally! Advise! Here comes justice. Alright, Orion, take us down. It can't be. That's delusional. We expected that. There's that, and there's this. Who's responsible for this cruelty? Those are familiar faces, but all of them here? This is targeted at us. So what? We'll send them to the greatest second time. It's the Dead Lords! He made us believe he was acting a little else. He's letting the blind fool try to kill him. I once saw the seconds of noble institution. It's a shame there was no less successful than the corruption of Southtree. I'm not sympathizing for now that there was no blood in the machine that ever had the opportunity to talk. When we lost it all, other than this first blood, someone blocked that all for him to escape that fate. Casting I've seen all kinds of people get his kind of people respect so much. I fear what a full-fledged letter is like when they became the last. Counting put everything on the line, losing those priceless artifacts. The sauce were not really cut down while following their orders. I never have, unlike I never will see again, like so cool. It's beyond rare to see loyalty in the present cases. Shames of loyalty. Corky has got some extra heads, oh boy. There's a noble duty to purify the present Cerulean waters. Mere pirate surely vile. I have no regret. Listen to the father from God. Listen to the son. The thick of constant gold is certain there's little joy coming out of fellow adventure that we have no choice. Adventurers who make it to old age are rare as shameless is how we have to Celestials. I remember her as a jolly lass and balance who hasn't set God. Alright. Splitting up. Oriana to the left, Helison to the right. Vermilion is our one bird to lead button. He can take anything anybody throws at him now, probably. Except for maybe a bow. Actually, his defenses are still pretty bad, so I'm not gonna let him get too off. Here comes the Umbral Lance. Bog. Scourge! Oh, ouch! Okay, I didn't expect that to hit. That could be bad for Asiel. But nobody else can reach her. She'll be fine this turn. Let's send Sholana on the side too, I guess. Oh, right, he has attack up from the ship. Alright. Okay, either way, that's pretty bad. Tower. I guess it's gonna be you. Let's see if this works. Actually, wait. Okay, yeah, I need at least one crit for this to work. And we got our crit. Cool. No Lance Reapers here, right? Billhook, Clean Sword. Billhook is a bit of a problem, but... Inner power! We're not leaving it. Okay, this might be a drop for this. Yeah. Okay, that's not quite the kill, but it's awfully close. And we know Milan is going to target me because he has purple. Alright, perhaps I should, Okay, right, you have Alright, Callian is taken out. Hellison still has a turn left. Let's advise Sholan that Reaper Park comes in Park here. Send Sholan down to levels up. His HP is capped now. Magic is good. Cerulean still has that Bye-bye, puppy. Okay, Asiel gets healing. Vermilion doesn't need it just yet. Take that. By the way, this is probably the only chapter that runs the risk of running at hitting that XP fatigue. is the longest chapter in the game. Obliterate! Yeah! Go Big Bird! He's gonna cap his HP. Probably. Right, Orion is maxed out, so we want to avoid her getting combat if possible. Vince, do you have the... Okay, do you have the smash up? Okay, maybe I should. Did Oriana take out this ship? Yeah. With sword? No. But with light branch she can. Alright, that lets Miz get an extra turn off the smash up. Go Miz! Alright, magic mark. Here. More smash up. Oh. Okay. Alright. I think actually I might let Leaper deal with that guy. Oh, here comes Tower. Okay, he went after Tower. I probably should have seen that coming. Okay, and the Toad decides to heal Prince. Wide water! Alright, pull everybody back in. to take us at least one more turn, so I don't need to double time here. Alright, everybody on the elevator. Going down. These are still all foes you've slain. How many enemies did you make? You should know, being such a big contributor and such. Now's no time for this. We don't know how many floors we have left to clear. Alright, hazard a guess based on who we've encountered. The mysterious foe seems to have kept track very well. Skullcrack Jr. I hear his father died and retired. His shame is death. See Curio. Adventures like him seek power and everything goes down. Low cloud. What use is the pursuit of knowledge when it goes only to the large fellow yet the size did him no good against our ways. On the ceremony is definitely such reputation. Wow, maxed magic and rares. I saw them, the camaraderie was absolute. Another adventure regarding pointless death fighting one another instead of standing together as a tide. I can't fault Ellery for such bitterness against her father. Why would one lead us into their deaths for such petty reasons? Many were unjustly banished even though their fate was harmless, but I suspect her banishment was just. For some, faith is a just shield that shades the indulgent of their Okay, I'm gonna need a double for this to work. Oh. Wait, you didn't double. I'm smart. By the way. Alright, tower gets 11. Okay, no crit from you. Vince, finish him off for me. I use the arcane move. Alright, what's going on here? It's fine, fellow. He can only hit tower, so that's fine. Alright, you. Guava has a sword. are actually here. Okay, well, I can start telling here, I guess. Sure, use a blast charge of Scourge. Okay, Chomon does not have a buff ready yet. That'll, yeah, that'll go. Woo! Strength! Excellent! You have an axe, right? In that case, yeah, I'll see how I'll kill again. Okay, neither of these are great. Justice, help me out. Resire! Chomon can probably hold her own against those guys. Legend Legion are all spirits. Alright, who else? Did Oriana dance yet? Yeah, she danced for Alright, well, she can just hang back. Oh! Okay, well, it's a good thing Dune is, holding something that makes her critical, I guess. Actually, wait, why did I not give Dune my Steam rights? Oops. Okay, yeah. As you can see, the tower always has weapon triangle advantage. It's quite nice. Okay, and let's see the total heal. No. Rally Spectrum! Yeah, that's much better. Come on. Really good. Alright, another crit. Whoops! Okay, that's not what I meant to do. Now Helison is in trouble. Whoops. Alright, Chomon. I want you to block on, they'll survive. Oh, you have 9 punch, okay. Give me a crit, Big Bird. That wasn't a crit. That was definitely not a crit. Okay. Okay, Hellicent dodge. Good. Oh, there goes Justice. Ouch. He survives. Okay. Show these are showing. has provoked. And this guy is so right now. That's pretty cool. Summon justice again. We go. I think I can see a bottom. One last push, everyone. Garbage. He should have been our ally once he turned. He should have been our ally once he turned. Not Inari. That happened. She's too young to be really listening to other students. She used to be quite mean. But this is more affected by his death than he let on. Perhaps it's not for him to see all the other students. I remember a cocky attitude. I'm cursing his own son. Adventure advantage surely has some there. Now I really cannot be a good place for this captain. How did the Iron Princess get into the diplomat? It was asking for trouble. I cannot possibly understand these motives with the one holds such fervent anger for food. She let out to ensure for a snack. Seems to be the only level that they want that man fanatics. Double crit I got. Thanks, Talon. Zanbato! Ooh, ouch. Great axe. Okay, not sending you like great axe guy. Where's Mix? There it is. How can I look over there? There's Decay in action. Very cool. Alright, everyone else to the left. Okay, have some torment. Woo! Yes! Look at that shiny axe. Okay, there goes the wind sword. Oh. Luna elongated! Okay. We missed. One HP left. Oh, you were close, baby. Oh, there goes Justice again. Okay. Why is he a tower of all people? Alright, level up for Big Bird. Come on, speed. Go speed. Okay, was there anyone else coming from below? That is very ouch. I don't like that. And Moonglow is yeah, Moonglow is still going to counter me. Nice work, Telon. That was not a good one. There goes his killer lance. It's served him well. We'll give him an upper lance next chapter. Maybe one of the dudes. I don't know. Inner power. And sure, we're gonna finish this guy off. Okay, what are we doing? Excellent. Okay, pretty decent chance to crit both ways, but Brass Gecko is probably not even going to hit. There we go. Oh, this is a full on the bottom. Not for Millie, I'll take those guys out. Let's see, we don't have any great Oh, that is very ouch. Okay, I might want them to come to me. Okay, well, Vermilion's immune to crits, so I should have him made out slot. Nice work, Vermilion. More magic. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, we have to stab it. That is still extremely ouch. Yeah, that's not. long-dead subordinates rise from the beyond, and I shall not sleep well again. Were you not a famed adventurer before your venture into politics? I shall think you would not balk at simply necromancy. Unlike you, old man, I have plenty of years left to value. Is it true each ghost was a foe that fell like your hand? I don't remember every face, but each floor roughly shows a stage of our journey. This means this entrance, this welcoming party, was all arranged specifically for you. That fact is a little worrying. Only a little worrying. I should have trusted my gut instead of being tempted by glory. It led us into a death trap. Signing up was such a miscalculation. My mathematics tutor was rolling in his grave. I should have taken my chance against some of these bounty hunters instead of joining madmen. I am no less apprehensive than many of you, but we've come this far. If we survive this ordeal, we shall be the greatest heroes the Crescent has known. On the other hand, if we all fall, we'll be another statistic for devouring woods. Show the backbone that warriors of your experience should have. My companion Mintz, as new to adventuring as he is, has shown not a sign of fear. Isn't that right, Mintz? I'm so ready for this! See? Now end your gloomy talk. Before I miss my chance, I'd like to inform you that I despise you. Use your anger in our impending battle, not on the ally that might save your life. Resting more will only invite danger. Let us cleanse this place of hostility. Please be patient. I am taking time to enjoy my lasting breaths of air. Even in ruins, this buried city is more magnificent than even the mainland capital. As much as I want to defend our capital, I cannot refute this. What a waste for us all those sunk below the earth. There's nothing more than faded opulence built on the bones of humanity. Pay a little mind. Captain Oriana, would you like to do the honors and enter first? I shout. Shearwaters and assorted allies. We do not know what we might find in these abandoned halls, but walk with courage, not fear. We've overcome everything the Crescent has thrown at us. Stay attentive as befitting your role as adventurers, but do not forget, we are the conquerors of the tide and defenders of the Crescent. I've heard worse. There's good reason you're an adventurer, not an warrior. My king would just follow me inside. What is the meaning of this, brother? We know well that Ellery has betrayed our house. Is it any coincidence that she was closest to you, or that you encouraged Father to come here? Could I possibly be suggesting treachery? What could the young lady gain from sabotaging her own house? How else can you explain her convenient absence at the start of our landing? I know not whether my father's death arose because of your treason or incompetence. Speedwell, you were responsible regardless. Cycling, you must understand that we cannot afford to turn on each other while our enemies lie outside our gates. This is madness. Warriors of House Heron, I demand that you let us through. I am the Lord of House Heron, as is the will of my father and my ancestors before me. Men, end these threats to House Heron. Open the gates for the new head of the house. Good work, Sir Yarny. Loyalty of my lance is only for House Heron. May you find peace in the beyond. Dress rehearsal. Endgame A2. What an amphitheater. Maybe 30 of Arin's arena to fill this thing. Even the capital structures do not measure up in size. It is little wonder why so many cling to false hopes of the past. It must be hard for us to imagine the grandeur of the old world. Indeed, this marvel lasted across 7 dynasties before I sunk it into the earth. I was certain that the delusional shell of the man was sufficient to mislead you. But I misjudged, and here you are. Showan, were there 2 of you? What is this? I've never seen such concentrated divine energy. That's... hellish, bless us. Why have you hidden yourself away in our crew? Was this a trap laid for us? Don't underestimate your importance. This stage was not meant for you. It should be here that Ellery completes her conquest and slays the mad god. I was very fond of the elevator set piece. It's a shame Ellery won't experience it. I knew you had some deranged obsession with Ellery's story, but never could I have guessed it would be on such a scale. Were Ellery's conflicts ours too, all a result of your machinations? Ellery is only the latest centerpiece in a long line of spectacular failures. These lands, the Crescent, used to be nothing more than abandoned wilderness. How can that alone be a sufficient challenge to create heroes and legends? A few monsters here, a quick dungeon there, the Age of Adventure was born. It's incredible how a few bags of metal and trinkets will send countless to their doom. All those lives lost, the years of strife on the Crescent, it was merely in service of a twisted sandpit for your gains? The overwhelming majority are nameless faces. No past, no future, no legacy. If 1,000 of them perish to establish a legend of a single worthwhile name, is that not summoning zeros to obtain one? See for yourself the callousness of the gods. How can you expect me to respond to such bizarre logic? Are you not an example of this? Without the Crescent's dangers, you'd have only a mundane life. It is the Age of Adventure that gave you this chance, to become your ideal of a hero, one with an endless stream of non-sentient foes to slay, untouched by moral repercussions. Your ideal arises not from virtue, but from selfishness. You wish for fame and glory, but to be unburdened by guilt. Do not let her words affect you. It does not change the fact that your deeds as an adventurer saved lives. Tower, 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 you must be ecstatic about my existence. The manifestation of everything you've claimed to be corrupt about the divine. But what have you and the sect really done for humanity, Tower? We've safeguarded this world from your influence for decades. What is your point? My forests, my dungeons, and the Green Tide, they've eaten many. But are these numbers not minuscule compared to wars on the Crescent? I intended my experiment to last 20 years, now it's lasted 200, owing to the inability of the Crescent to cooperate even against a common foe. The sect concerns itself with petty religious woes and censorship, but does nothing to keep the peace. The foolishness of the settlers does not relate to the duties of the sect. Ellis's tenets are to protect innocents, not for us to enforce laws on others. Your sect claims to protect humanity, yet it ignores this purpose whenever convenient. How many crimes has the sect committed in Ellis's name in a war against nothing? If not for your betrayal, the blessed you call a granddaughter would be naught but ash. I even dare to wager the sect has saved less lives than it has ruined, and for what? Has your sect really stopped the god or the dangers of these supposed heretics? Our purported failings are irrelevant. It does not change the fact you are the root of the Crescent's evil. What a boring response. This is why you're destined to be supporting characters. Legends use this stage across the eons. You should be honored to join their ranks. Acting out this tragic last stand that will end your insipid lives on an interesting note. This is a little empty without a proper audience. I'll have to improvise. I thought I was ready for whatever the Crescent might throw at us, but to come face to face with a supposed deity? She tried to throw us off her trail with blame instead of smiling at us. This suggests weakness, and if there is weakness, we can slay her. You're right, she must have some reservations facing us. Either that or she intends to play with her food. She has no reason to lie about us coming down to an unexpected occurrence. Besides, there is one silver lining. My point that Bars are the worst kind of person is proven beyond all doubt. I can't rebut that. Not take a genius to figure out something is up with those versions of her, at least compared to all the others. Understood. Let's kill a god. My axe has never been more hungry for a moment. Forgive me, but what great purpose could all this serve? There is no great purpose. It's all for my entertainment. Is your goal not to reclaim your rightful place in the world? Return this world to the era of the gods and should be? Those days will never come again. Ellis has already broken us once, and I have little interest in playing a part of this super mafia. You are a god. Is it not your duty and purpose to shape the world? We claimed the title of gods when we found ourselves trapped in this realm, but in truth, we were all once more innocent from own desires and weaknesses. There's no purpose to signing some greater expectation of our God. My father, my family, even the fundamentals of their faith. You suspected as much, didn't you? That is why you never developed magic. Then what am I to do? Are my final audience for Dialogue? That's you. Oof. Kill God. Joyful Joe is out. Maurice is back in. And yeah, Cholan has left the party permanently. Fortunately, I took her tome off of Hellicent, so now Asiel has a decent weapon again. Let's see here. I should probably, well, let's see here. Okay, Rosire isn't actually helping all that much. Okay, yeah, let's go with Annihilate. Or Lynchie. Alright, let's swap out, let's swap out Cherish and Rosire for Lynchie and Annihilate. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it said I want to tell him to get an Umbra Lance, and here we go. Actually, I could give him the Bujay instead. Do I have any other Lancers in the party? I don't. Yeah, I have. That. You know who I have. Alright. Yeah, you get Bujay. Big Bird. Tornado is not being very helpful right now. You can't even use Therion's Folly. Alright, take another Thunder, I guess. Okay, Maurice, how do you feel about taking the Spotto? And a light brand for good weather. Is everybody else fine? I think everybody else might be fine. No, Vince desperately needs a better bow. What better bow than Chongyang? Alright, and Oriana, you will take a second light brand, I guess. Yeah. Actually, what if I give her a dagger? That seems good. Yeah, let's give her a dagger. Alright, let's check the map. Good show, Lawrence. No matter how many copies of herself she can create, we will kill them all. Our objective is to kill the 4 heralds. She seems to like her bard form more than all the others. They need to die. Kill the 4 herald Cholans, and then kill bard Cholan. Let's see if the Clinton team stands up to a blade to the neck. These blue tiles are shortcuts to the towers. Speaking of tower, I feel like you should go in the center. Let's see, actually, I want to pair up Asiel with Nelson just for more units in the nearby area protecting Hellicent. Everybody else is probably fine where they are. Mince, do we want to be the farthest back? I don't know. Actually, let's swap him with Vermilion. Vermilion can just fly over the walls. But yeah, all right. It's an endgame map. Let's go. Do not let your spirits be swayed, Shearwaters. We face not a god, but simply an insane sorceress. Let us put down this threat to the Crescent like the mad beast she is. All units have +2 move. Alright, Big Bird, you're going to go right. You're going to go right with Tower. Orion and Mince will go left. Okay, some of the Cholons have the attack level, +10 attack. We want to be wary of them. They can't go over the wall. So, yeah. Alright, we also have some monsters here. Okay, you have Mind Crush. Alright, I'm going to let Maurice take out this guy from a distance. Banger advice. Alright, obliterate the zombie. Okay, there are cracked walls here. That's how we're gonna get it. Alright. Tower has a wave staff, so he can heal from anywhere. Hopefully this won't take 10 turns. Okay? Hopefully this fight won't take 10 turns. Alright, I want to get this archer out of the way. Let's make sure Chuangyang is next. Let him back off. Inner power. Oh wait, I already danced, didn't I? Yeah. Okay. Alright, that's fine. I can kill this guy with Come on, crit, yes! Alright, Vermilion, you are going to start picking off the outer Cholons. Okay, going after Mince, that's fine. That'll be a 10. The Cholons have defense now. Sure, Feather Fury this guy just to get Vermilion buffed up. Alright, break the wall! Alright, there's the crit I wanted. Sweet. Alright, right side. Okay, maybe I should let Tower smash the... Yeah, Tower smash the wall with Ruin. Rally everyone, except Maurice. That works. Okay, torment for you! You have a barrier lance. In that case, I miscalculated. Alright, let's get this tower in there. Big Bird, you can go after this guy. Alright, got the crit I wanted. Okay, Defies Tower. Gold Axe. Okay, going after Orion, are you? And yeah, all of these sprites have Cholon's palette. It's very nice. Alright! Axe Mastery! Okay, we're being followed. New buff. Attack again. Alright. Okay, time to take out this Cholon. You have... effective immunity and breath of life, which doesn't affect you effectively. Okay, Cherish isn't actually going to help. Alright, I just want to crit you down. Like so. Okay, Cholon lost some stats. Okay, we need to take out these two launchers here. Perfect. Up for some support. I could use a ley line, yeah. Alright, this should work. It'll be very bad if this hits Oriana. Actually, no, I'm not going to risk it. Cherish has... Okay, Cherish is 1 to 2 range. It doesn't matter if I get Unyielding Spirit. But yeah, let's take out this guy and Kanto to the corner. Alright, right side. Might as well axe this guy to do this. Okay, Hellsink gets a rally. That's perfect. Cholon. See how that's a level. Very cool. 50 HP. Not bad. Okay, I think I'm going to let Maurice get this kill. No effective damage here. You have Cherish and Swift Wings. You got Cherish and what is your reps? They're the same. Okay, Tower is going to bounce off this ley line, I think, and head up into the tower, the left tower. What is your weapon? It's obliterate. That's not good. but I can just one-shot you with Goldax. Okay, how much damage are you going to do on a crit? 34 minus 21. Times 3. Okay, so about half of Tower's health, that's fine. I think. You have an attack. Alright, I'm gonna go for it. Her stats are going down. Alright, Big Bird, you're gonna go after the other one. You also have Cherish. This is probably... yeah, this is... cool. Alright, we're in position to take out Cholon and the other two Cholons. It's Justice. Okay, yeah, crit as predicted. And yeah, all Cholon can do is sing from that range. The actors are leaving their stage. Audience, shall we join in the fun? Okay, we now have an invincible Cholon chasing us. We need to get moving. Okay, can somebody... yeah, it's... get your butt up here. Yeah, that's worth it. Okay, I just want Oriana to be ready to support Telon. Okay, Maurice, get up here and save tower so he can heal everyone. Oops, stairs. Alright, you get the bottom. You get the silver sword. Man, nothing is, okay, this is actually really bad. Wait, huh? Okay, you're not counterattacking, that's... why aren't you counterattacking? Oh wait, Bado can't be countered. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Okay. All right, Asiel is going to help. She's gonna help Big Bird. Critical hit. Alright. A surprise upset in our hero's darkest hour. Of course I would be leaving this timeless cliche. It's like life is still center stage for a protagonist story on. Dragon! Centuries of cultivation shaped my form into a beautiful, majestic predator, all undone by years trapped in this filthy, wretched, barren, lonely realm. Behold, my wretched, decayed form. It's full circle. Last stand. When attacked, all damage taken is halved. Alright, it's wave time! Oh, Tower didn't get any healing himself. Oops. Alright, let's go. Alright, that is fine. Oh, but he's out of inner power. Alright, there's inner power. Ooh, a brave axe, huh? Your hit is 0. Talon's actually coming through now. He's pulling through, guys. Pretty great. Oop, what's he got? Oh, crystal points. Alright, well, still 100% hit rate. Go Talon! Is that cap speed? I think so. It's so high. Why did the AC stop low? Should not be this hot so soon after a thunderstorm. Ooh. Okay, dodge. Good. Okay. Alright, Tower is probably going to exclusively be on healing duty now. He will be perfectly safe over here. Everybody else needs to get going. Torment for you, Chalon. ahead and back off slightly, take out the Umber Lance again, and use the power. Telon is the person here least in need of healing. Yeah, let's take out the archer. Get this in the turn. Or not the archer, the Pegasus. I can take you out too, smash it, sure. It is going to put Minson. Okay, he's fine. Stairs. Oh, wait. Huh? That was her turn? That's a problem. Whoops. Well, Justice is, down here now, I guess. Oops. Alright, let's, see how much we're down. Oh, she can dance the bird. Okay. That'll save Hellison, at least. Alright, cool. Okay, we've gotten most of our crew in position. Where's Seattle? There she is. Time to start using the pull-on. That's 52. That's not great. What if I use an umbrella? Maybe I'll just dagger. Whether you die or I die, it's all meaningless anyways. No, we might as well have the tower lend a hand, I guess. Alright, Justice is going to do a lot of counter damage and then die. But it's just a log. We're fine. Or everybody can miss their shots. Alright. You know, I kind of feel like I should spare Lance Lass. Just putting it out there. Okay, Telon, open up with Fair Fight. You'll do 1 damage, but at least so this is what my trials are prepared me for. I challenge you. Die. And she missed. Okay, Talon can back off now. Disappointing hero candidate. At least you're here able to contribute to a heroic final stand instead of however else you waste time. Hey, don't insult my hobbies. I'm a little disappointed too. final form of a god should be something majestic, unique, not something we were already slain for. Take your criticism to the heart. I've also changed my mind. I'm removing your name from any record in this battle. I wasn't intended to be rude, don't need to take it that way. Yeah, okay. What are you? How can you possibly hold traces of the upper realms? Answer me, wretched thing! Are you too far gone to respond? Here's a certainty that we're forever trapped, and only now is there a flicker of hope. Asiel can talk to Cholan. At last, a real living goddess! Are you the one who gave me these powers? Then why do you seek to destroy the Crescent? What is your goal? There's little need to bestow my blessing upon some random girl. I solve the moral conundrum. I shall stop you in the name of justice. Curious one indeed. I will tell you, no god forms the basis of your magic. You're trying to trick me to stop my mission. How else could I harness magic? Desire to be more special than the common person has many possible origins. Perhaps we're being bullied, perhaps with some kind of inferiority complex, we need dissatisfaction with your projected future, maybe all of the above. Regardless, your delusions are so potent they manifested into reality. Fascinating. It's impossible. I had dreams, I had visions, it all means something. If the deity demanded something of you, why lead you around with such vague signs? Simply took the circumstantial evidence needed to arrive at your chosen conclusion. Once his walls of delusion are cracked, I'm curious to see what would happen. No, no, no! Class change. Asiel is now a civilian. Seems to be a delusion. An innocent peasant lacking any combat skills at all. No more magic right now. Asiel is useless for the rest of the game. And yet, I will keep going. I feel like Tower should be the one to finish things. Oh, not ready yet. Okay. Big Bird, you have plenty of health. You do something. That's not exactly something. Keep surviving your defeats. You're the deity, shouldn't you just know? Evidently not. You keep being hit not by the spots. Simple as that. But so many times and consistently that I just can't sense the work of any other magic on you. Maybe you were one of those rare statistical anomalies. I imagine you're really knowledgeable as a god, so could you answer a question of my own? No, this is not a reciprocal relationship for you. My answer? I'm interested in testing if you'll continue to survive. How about an experiment? Hey, Big Bird levels up. Justice has disappeared too. Solve yourself with guilt. You gone wrong. Oriana's husband lived to 30 even with her blessing. If your interference had not ruined Kaylee's life, his madness would not have come earlier by a decade. I will not hear this from the progenitor he suffered. Maurice, you poor fool. His old like Ellis does not change your family. Whining, going on and on about wasting time defending the present from being invaded. What about now? Am I worthy of your time, Captain Doom? After adjusting my priorities, our conclude answer is no. The answer is no. I can't believe that Oriana's nonsense wasn't nonsense. I think Cholan meant to ask him, is she wasting Doom's time? Somebody brought this up in something awful for him too. Of course Oriana needs to be nosing out at all times. Where's his determination while she was under Ellery? I should thank you. Now you've brought purpose to this effort. If I can be the one who slays a god, with your pitiful strength, I'd love to see it. Okay, now Tower should be the one to finish this. Too bad I don't have the edict. I gave it to, shoot, who did I give it to? Actually, I think it's still in my inventory. Oops. You shall meet no answer but my arms. Well done. You've seen my true form. You know my connection to your daughter. You should also know it was only me who delayed her madness, nothing else. That contradicts what you said earlier. You lie. That cannot be. Cease to wag your poisonous tongue. Did you really think your impromptu solution could have possibly worked? There are no miracles in this world except ones which come from God. My death seals Krinia's inevitable fate. Are you willing to make that decision? Oriana, you know what is at stake. You know what she has done and is capable of. Tower, can you really do it? She is her granddaughter. I can't. I must. I can't, Tower. Is that your decision? Do it for me. I lack the conviction myself. There was no chance a self-righteous two of you would take that bargain. I just wanted to make it hurt more. Are these the last words of a god? Attempting to bargain for her life? Quite the contrary. All I've desired is an extravagant death instead of obscurity. You may have derailed my plans for the epic I both write and star in, but your victory shall ensure my name remains remembered regardless. No. You should know well as a bard that the victor controls the narrative. Whenever stories spun about a victory in the buried city, there shall be no god. Do you really give up the title of a god slayer to smite a dying woman's wish? Water. You're one malicious woman, Oriana. I've always been. Tower, go ahead. With pleasure. Nearly saved one town. Your friends, Ellery and Lucas. Isn't that amazing? I've achieved a greater victory than I could have dreamed of. It tastes like ash. Pay no mind to her last words. She merely seeks our delivery. I can fully believe that. Exactly what she refers to. Is there something you haven't told me, Oriana? It was in my meeting with Rosetta. She claimed it was Ellery who invited House Heron's invasion. I wanted to believe it was a lie, but this is Ellery we speak of. Power-hungry fool. She's made no secret of her hatred for her family. I should have known this line up far too well for her to have been a coincidence. This is the third time an external force has been a stepping stone to consolidate power. If it was staged from the start, why did she look so genuine, wishing for our safety? Is she apologetic because it is her doing that denies us reinforcements from tide? How could you show any sincerity when she brings war and death to the Crescent? I've tolerated Ellery's blatant desire for power, but a line has been crossed. We do not know who might prevail, but what can we do with this information? We must return, and we must find out. The crew must rest, but as soon as we are able, we will depart immediately. I will not be happy about this, but at least for the good of the Crescent. Take my mind off. We may have fought a battle worthy of legends, yet Oriana denies us this glory. Is she determined to ensure my efforts all amount to nothing? You see, I'm not the only one who is feeling very victorious. Despite the fact that we just killed a god and saved the Crescent, I don't recall having been any business with you, Frostgate Commander. Is this someone who won't share a drink with a kindred spirit? There's a little kindred about us. I was going to be out of power regardless of Ellery and House Arachnis. I'm going to meet her to look forward to. Me, certainly. I would assume you'd be nice and secluded in your frozen city. It's only a difference of time. The President will be united earlier. Might be time to consider alternate methods. If you attempt to convince me to do a written harm, you'll have no such luck. So she insists, but I can taste the bitterness from here. Subordinate of this sort. I'm thinking of retiring from adventuring already. I want to be an adventurer for the thrill of the unknown, but it's a little hard to get a bigger payoff than killing a god. I can repeat things. Tower, surely you must be ecstatic. You've achieved what none has done since Ellis. The mad god did not lie. Her death does nothing to end the bloodshed on the Crescent. It does nothing to slow the decline of the sect here and on the mainland. It does nothing to justify everything you've done in the past few decades. Tower, you killed the god and ended the monster invasion. You'll need to commit this hard to the whole being down thing. I'm trying this, I really do. Here, we're not going to kill you. We don't have a habit of executing people. Fool me. Now my supposed deliverer is no more. What is it left? It's traditions, teachings, history, it's all this waste of years and breath. You're alive, aren't you? That easy. All I've known is to down around me. You should ask that to someone who were trying to kill me earlier. Start filming some things. They're guiding for me. You're leaving us soon. You're not going constantly promoting that, not leaving sooner. That was before jumping into the unknown and before we slain the local demon. Now we're here to speak many secrets and treasures that we discovered. Surely you must want that for yourself, too. If you wish to say that, mind missing yourself, but finding a ship will be your own business. Right, but in Ellis's name has you in such a perfect need. Imagine, without my purpose, what do I have? In terms of the boring existence of you surviving, should I just stay here and rot? It is truly great fortune which is brought me here. Who else can think we've dissected and studied the flesh of the god? What secrets may be revealed to me about the nature of the divine? I love all the time in the world. Choma, I'd like to check on your progress. Well, plenty to stare at here. But, perhaps we should call things off. We will do Ellery's Endgame next time. Thank you all for watching. Good night. Although I might boot up Titanium well, I don't know. Then maybe I'll just put it in the voice chat in Discord. We'll see. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.